Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope that you're all doing well and enjoying newfound freedoms with lockdown. Today we're going to be doing a quick vinyasa flow which is aimed at warming up the whole body. And yeah, it shouldn't take too long, but there's going to be a bit of playing around with some balances, some standing and also arm balances towards the end. So if you just want to begin in a cross-legged seated position and bring the palms to face up so palms facing upwards towards the sky for a sense of openness, or you can have them facing down for a more grounded feel, but whatever works for you. And then closing off the eyes and beginning to tune in with the body, tuning in with the breath. And just becoming aware of where you're sitting and how you're sitting. So maybe taking a few shoulder rolls back, just easing them out so that you can relax. Trying to grow tall through the crown of the head, so lengthening up the spine. And just softening the eyelids behind the eyes if they're closed, or gazing downwards if you don't want to close them, that's fine. And we're just going to begin with some neck rolls, so you can open your eyes, dropping your chin towards your chest, bringing the head down, trying to look down towards your belly button, and then inhaling, looking upwards as far back as you can without hurting the neck, and exhaling, bringing the chin back down to the chest. Inhaling to look up. And one last exhale, bringing the chin down. And then we're going to roll the neck to the side, so over to the right side. So bringing the right ear to the right shoulder and all the way back around through centre over to the left side. And then back round. Right, and once more to the left, just going slowly, paying attention to which parts feel stiff. Back to centre, and then lift up. We're going to stretch both arms up above our head, taking hold of the right wrist with the left hand. Going to stretch upwards, and then folding over to the left side. So getting a stretch across our side body. Holding here for 3, 2, 1, coming back up to centre, and then taking hold of the left wrist with your right hand, stretching up and coming over to the right side. And then coming up. And we're gonna hug the knees up into the chest, but by lifting the feet off the ground. So you have to switch your core on a little bit and try and find your balance here. And then you can wrap your arms around your legs. Give yourself a little hug. And if it feels good, or if you can maintain your balance, then just bringing your chin down. And releasing the arms, keeping lifted up. We're going to extend the legs out a little bit into boat pose. So here, really do you want to switch on your core so that you don't roll backwards. Stretch the arms out here towards the feet and holding here, remembering to breathe. It's quite good to switch your core on before you do too much stretching in yoga because it just helps protect your lower back. And then taking your left leg down but keeping the right leg up. And we're going to take hold of the right foot in both hands. And then stretch the leg out as long as you can in front. So it doesn't matter if you can't fully extend the leg. That's absolutely fine. This is quite a strong glute stretch. but just trying to keep that back straight and taking the leg wherever it feels good, or wherever you feel you're beginning to push yourself a bit. And stretching it up. And if you want the option, you can take a little forward fold here, trying to keep that leg up. And then taking hold of the right foot in your left hand, stretch your right hand up and taking it over behind you, gazing over your right fingertips behind you and coming into a spinal twist here. Keeping your core engaged, keeping your back nice and straight if possible. Breathing deeply here, in through your nose, and a nice slow controlled exhale through your nose. Stretching your fingertips up, come back to centre and releasing the right leg, changing sides. So taking hold of the left foot with both hands and extending it out to wherever works for you. You can wriggle the foot around, maybe scrunching the toes, playing around with it. And then when you're ready to find stillness, maybe coming into a fold or maybe just holding there. Just noticing how the glute and how the hamstring is feeling. And being mindful of it. And then taking the left foot in your right hand, stretching your left hand up and over behind you and bringing your gaze behind you as well as we twist through the upper body. Inhaling through the nose and exhale. And inhale, bringing back to centre. Release the leg down, and we're going to come into a forward fold in Dandasana here. So stretching both arms up and forward folding over both legs. So it doesn't matter if you can't come too far down. This is the first forward fold of the day, or the first full fold. So if you can just come to here, that's absolutely fine. Or if you want to come down a little bit further, just trying to keep these legs straight. And then lifting back up. And we're going to come into tabletop position now. So you want your hands and wrists to be under the shoulders, knees to be under the hips. And then we're going to inhale, drop the stomach, lift the head and gaze up. Exhale, curling the spine up towards the sky, looking towards your belly button. Inhaling to lift. And exhale, curling the spine. Inhaling to lift. And exhale to curl the spine. And then coming back to neutral, you're going to tuck the toes under and lift the hips high, sending your hips and your bottom backwards for downward dog. Pressing into the hands and the fingertips and trying to find that nice long line from the hands up to the tailbone. You can take a bend in your knees here if that helps. The main focus of this is to just get a stretch and a nice straight back. So really pressing into the hands, engaging the shoulders, and you can walk your dog out by paddling the legs, one at a time, just slowly bending the knees, just working into any tension that you can notice. And when you're ready, walking the feet in towards the hands, coming into a forward fold. And slowly lifting up, engaging the core, coming all the way to a standing position. So now we're going to do some sun salutations, and they're going to have some warrior poses in, and then we'll do some standing balances. So if you want to find mountain pose at the front of your mat, feet together, nice, tall, chest open, shoulders roll back. Bring your hands into prayer. Inhale, stretch up, and exhale, forward folding. Inhale, create space, lift the chest. And exhale, step your right leg back and then your left leg back, coming into a plank. Inhale here, dropping the knees, and exhale, lower the chest and the chin down. Inhale, untucking everything, coming into cobra, hands under shoulders. And exhale, pressing back into downward dog. From here, we're going to lift the right leg up into the air, trying to keep the hips facing each other, trying to keep the shoulders in line with each other. And then you can bend the right knee, dropping that right hip out to the side. Pressing into both hands, still trying to keep the shoulders in line, and then step that right foot between the hands, plant the back heel down, and coming up into warrior two. So hips and body is opening out to the side, but you're gazing over your front fingertips with a nice deep bend in the front knee. Inhale, sweep your arms up, straightening your front knee, and exhale, release back into warrior two. Inhale, and exhale back to warrior two. One last time, inhaling up, and exhaling down into warrior two. And then from here, we're going to inhale and begin to tilt our bodies forward. And exhale, finding triangle pose, Trikonasana. So you begin to turn downwards, and this, your chest lifts up, left hand comes up towards the sky. You can hold on anywhere from the floor to along your leg, so up here, just whatever you can get down to. And you want to keep engaging your left glute, drawing it round, engaging the hip muscles to protect your knees. Remembering to breathe here. Inhaling for one, and exhale. Inhaling for two, and exhale. And then coming around your front foot, so you're facing the front, coming back into a lunge, stepping back to plank, and then you can bring your knees down, or you can come down in a full chaturanga. So lowering down, and then cobra or up dog. And taking it back to a downward facing dog. You can paddle your legs out here if you need a moment. And then taking the left leg high up into the air, so foot stretches up towards the sky, or as high as it can reach. Keeping those hips facing each other. And then as you begin to bend that leg, dropping the left foot out to the side, the hips can open up. And stepping the left foot in between your hands, planting the back heel down, coming up strong into warrior two. So hips facing the long side of your mat, gazing over your front fingertips. And inhaling, stretch the hands up, straightening the front knee. Exhale, coming back to warrior two. Inhaling up, and exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale, release down to warrior two. Inhale as you begin to lean your body forwards, reaching forwards, and then exhale, taking the left hand down, and the right hand comes up. Straightening both of your legs, coming into triangle pose. And this time engaging your left hip and your left glutes. Holding here, inhaling for one, and exhale. Inhaling for two, and exhale. And then coming back around to frame your front foot, stepping back into a plank, and coming down for our last chaturanga. Coming into cobra or upward facing dog, keeping a bend in the elbows, and downward dog. And then from here you can hop, step, or walk the feet to the front of your mat. Coming into a forward fold. And then inhaling, sweeping the hands all the way up to standing. Exhaling, releasing them down into prayer. And just taking a moment here to breathe and feel both feet connected to the floor. We're now going to do some standing balances. So if you find it easier, you can hold onto a wall, but if not, then maybe try and challenge yourself. It's quite like a leg opening as well, and hip opening for your hamstrings and your glutes. So we're going to start on our right foot, so taking your left knee, your left 2 peace fingers, wrap around your big toe, and then just begin to extend your leg out to the front. So again, it doesn't matter if you can't straighten the leg, it's just about keeping it up, trying to maintain your balance in this pose. I'm feeling a bit of a stretch, hopefully. Finding a point to focus at, help maintain balance, and then begin opening it out to the side. So you're just opening the hips out. Coming back through center. Without releasing the foot all the way down, you're just going to use your hands to help come to a tree pose. So taking your left sole of your foot anywhere along your right leg, as long as it's not pressing into your kneecap. And then taking your hands to prayer, becoming still again here, relaxing those shoulders down your spine, gazing at that one spot to help balance, to help still the mind as well as the body. And then you can take that left foot down and change sides. So taking the right toe with your 2 peace fingers and stretching that leg out in front of you. So the foot is flexed, toes pointing up. And begin to open your hip out to the side, trying to maintain your balance. And bringing it back to center. Ooh. And it doesn't matter if you fall out of it, you can just come back whenever you're ready. And then using that hand to get yourself into tree on this side. So taking the right sole of the foot to the left thigh or calf, wherever it works for you. Bringing your hands into prayer. Lengthening up from that grounding foot, all the way up your legs, up your spine, and out through the top of your head. Trying to open out the hips here, just letting them gently draw back. You can use the muscle of your leg as well to help draw it back a little further. And then releasing the right foot down. And just give your legs a little shake out. From here, bring your hands onto your hips and begin to forward fold slowly, so you're hinging at the hips rather than letting everything drop down. Coming down as far as you can, and then you can bend your knees to help yourself come into a forward fold. You can take hold of your opposite elbows and just allow your upper body to melt down towards the floor. And then releasing the hands, inhaling, lifting the chest, creating space, coming into that halfway lift. We're going to take the feet hip width distance apart, hands coming onto the floor in front of us, and then bending into the left knee. Left hand stays down, but right hand comes up to the sky. So we're coming into a twist here. Lifting through the upper body, opening the chest and drawing the shoulders away from each other. And then bringing that right hand down, straightening the leg, bending into the right leg, and the left fingertips come up to the sky. Lengthening from your left finger all the way down the arm through your chest and down to your right hand. And then coming down. And from here, we're going to try crow balance. So if you take both hands down, coming onto your tiptoes here, lifting the heels off the ground. And we're just going to bend our arms slightly to make little ledges that our inside of our thigh and knee can rest on here. So just coming into it now, or giving it a try. So you're resting your weight forward, and then you can begin to lift 1 foot off the ground, or 2 if you can manage that. Just playing around with it. And coming back down whenever you're ready. And from here, we're just going to roll back, all the way back onto our backs, hugging the knees up to the chest, and wrapping our arms around, and then lifting your head up, trying to get your forehead to your knees, and release the head back down. You're going to roll from side to side here, just massaging out the spine. You can roll forwards and backwards as well if you want, so taking hold of under the knees, rocking all the way up, and then see if you can come all the way back. Just being a bit playful and using this as a chance to massage out any tension in your back. And then when you're ready, coming still on the floor, you can take your knees up in the air with the feet down on the floor, or you can stretch your legs out long. It's up to you, but we're going to do Shavasana now. So I'm going to keep my knees up just because I've got some lower back pain, and it's quite a good way of alleviating that if your feet are resting on the floor. But if you want to fully let everything rest on the floor, then that's fine. So you can have your palms facing upwards here, relaxing everything down into the mat. Closing off the eyes once again. And coming back to your breath. Noticing how it's changed over the course of this session. But not trying to control it now, just watching it as it naturally slows down over time. And bringing awareness back into your body, so coming to notice your feet, counting each toe mentally, and noticing where your foot is resting on the floor, and then noticing your ankle, your lower leg, and your knees. Noticing your thighs, your hips and your glutes, and allowing them to just sink into the floor, fully supported by the ground. Noticing your lower back and allowing it to rest. Your stomach, easing any tension, allowing the breath to travel freely in and out. Relaxing your mid-back, your upper back and your shoulders. Your arms and your hands. And just dropping any tension from each finger, as this too is supported by the floor. And then noticing your neck and your head, allowing your head to grow heavy, relaxing your forehead, your eyebrows, your cheeks, your nose, your mouth, and your jaw. Just to rest naturally, not having to pull any expression or speak. Just fully letting go for the moment. And being fully present in this moment with full awareness of your body, of where each part lies. And then begin to notice any sounds in the room around you, maybe outside, in the next room. And then you can make your way to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed if you wish. Sitting in a cross-legged or comfortable seated position. And we're going to take 3 breaths together, inhaling in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. So inhaling for 1, and exhale. Inhale, exhale, last inhale, and exhale. Bring your palms together and rub them to create some friction. And then place them over your closed eyes, feeling the warmth of the energy transferred to your face. And when you're ready, you can bring your hands away and open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed that vinyasa flow, and it sets you up for the rest of your day, whatever you're doing. If you enjoyed this video, then please like it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And as usual, any kind of suggestions or what you'd like to see in classes in the future, you can leave it in the comments below. Thank you.